Yeah, what's up, everybody? Stoner Jesus. Stoner Jesus Show. Make sure this volume's up right. StonerJesus.net. You can find us there. Should be talking to Nick Mahler from Dallas Novelty, DallasNovelty.com. Sex is for everybody. Should be coming on any time here, as long as I can work all this, which seems pretty easy. I don't screw it up a lot. Take a little hit. There's Dallas Novelty. This is StonerJesus.net. This interview will be on the Stoner Jesus Show. I download it, play it on the show. DallasNovelty.com. Get 15% off your entire order right now. DallasNovelty.com is a good way to celebrate National Masturbation Month, which is interesting. I don't know if people masturbate more during this. Dallas Novelty, Nick, you need to hit where it says like request to join live or something. There should be like a button you hit, and it brings you up on here. And it's a pretty cool technology. We had a little trouble with the broadcasting software that happens sometimes. It doesn't work for everyone. Here we go. View. Professional broadcaster. How about that? So as long as when Instagram lets him come up.
There we go.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Let me adjust this volume here. There we go. All right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Everything sounds good.
This is kind of cool. I've never done the Instagram one.
Yeah, it's I had to do it a couple times. It's pretty interesting. Technology these days is just amazing, as you know.
Yeah.
Of course, as I was just talking about, it is National Masturbation Month. I don't know if people gauge their masturbation. I see like an increase in demand leading up to the month for sex toys and stuff from Dallas Novelty.
Yeah, I don't really know if there's a huge increase, like you said, with all the stuff going on with the pandemic. I think they really have. I think National Masturbation Month should have been a couple months by now. It started the end of March and went all through April, and now we got a May to hit. So it's an extended month. There we go.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's really picked up a lot. I mean, since the end of March, it's really been blowing up.
Yeah, people spend all this time at home. You gotta kill time. That's for sure.
Yeah, really. The flashlights are moving. The rabbits are moving. There's pretty much tons of bondage.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, people being quarantined, you got to spice it up a little bit. You got to put some stuff in there. I understand that you well, give us a little bit of history about what happened to you and your battle with painkillers and stuff, and then like your journey to cannabis and how cannabis has helped you.
Okay. I have a really rare disease called FOP, and that's the short version for it. It's called fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. It just means all my fibrous tissues, ligaments, tendons, muscles turn to solid bone from an injury or just because it wants to. There's been things that I haven't bumped anything and I'll grow a bone. And then other times, like I was in a car wreck and some other stuff, I knew it was going to happen. I lost movement in my legs when I was 19 and I was in a wreck, and within a month my hips and everything had formed bone over everything. So, and lost movement in those, because most of the people that get it lose movement in their neck and shoulders first, which is what I lost it in. Luckily, I could still move my legs and everything. I played soccer for 10 years. I did all this, but they're working on a cure. There's like 7 drug trials right now that are already in the FDA approval stage. So they've done a lot of stuff in the last 10 years, which is pretty awesome. But there isn't really treatment other than pain management. And most of the doctors, what they give us is, opiates. And so, opiates are a really big thing right now. And it's been that way for a while. And I actually weaned myself off taking OxyContin, because I was taking oxycodone and OxyContin, the short term and the long term. And, it just wasn't very good for me. So made me sleepy. I couldn't, stay awake all the time, and just wasn't very fun. So I started taking CBD about 2 years ago, and it's really helped out a lot. I take gummies because they're just the easiest to do. Um, I take Green Roads and a couple other ones that we really like a lot, but usually about 60 milligrams or sometimes 100 milligrams a day or so to really, make a difference. Because it cuts down taking the short term also that I still take. But CBD has definitely made a huge difference, and we tell everybody we can about it because my wife takes it now. She loves. We make her own topical cream, and she uses that every day on her knees and back and everything. My sister uses it. She takes uh, drops and gummies. She's got a like 3 bulging discs and all kinds of stuff wrong with her back, and she just had her ankle rebuilt. So she's not no, she's been non-weight bearing for it'll be 9 weeks. So she's been, she doesn't want to take opiates either. So she's been taking more CBD to really help because it doesn't take much to get addicted to them.
Yeah.
You want to feel that no pain, and that's pretty much what they do. And we turned my mom on it also because she was really taking a lot of pills.
You mentioned the topicals and stuff. You guys sell some cannabis products, and did you have some kind of issues with that?
Yeah, we did sell a bunch for work. Sorry about that. We did sell a bunch for cannabis stuff, CBD stuff, but um, we actually had a hemp rope made by Doc Johnson on our website, and because it said hemp, PayPal killed us after 22 years of having an account. Um, Amazon Pay killed us, Apple Pay killed us, and we're permanent banned right now. They don't want to talk to us about it because we had hemp, a hemp product on our store,
Wow.
and they don't care that it wasn't anything to do with cannabis or even CBD. I didn't have any CBD products at all on there. All it was the hemp bondage rope, and they were really strict on it. And the only way PayPal talked to me is through mail. They've never answered me back, so they won't talk to me on the phone about it. They won't do anything. So we're probably going to have an attorney look at it because we're losing about 35 grand a month without PayPal.
Wow.
Because there's so many people that still trust PayPal. It's a good system, but they're really picky on what they want, and they also pick and choose what stores they want to support as well. Because there's other stores that sell the exact same stuff I do, and they don't have any issues at all.
Yeah.
And some of it comes from competitors reporting us, and things like that, just kind of shady stuff. But once you're out of there, they don't care, so they won't deal with you anymore.
Yeah. So Dallas Novelty itself, DallasNovelty.com, of course. How did that get started, and why did you start that?
I started it in 2003, just sort of as a just side business. I was in the mortgage business for a long time, and I had people ask me because I've always owned my own businesses, and so we just started the online thing in 2003 with one of the free websites, and I just let it run for I don't know till 2008 when the mortgage business crashed. And so then I started doing Dallas Only full time. I took it and built the website, and I do pretty much everything on there right now. I do have a couple of people that do my PR and SEO and stuff like that because it's a lot easier. I already have enough going on, but I've entered all the 24,000 items that we have on the website, written all the descriptions, images, and all that stuff. So it's a lot of work. I work on it daily. Um, Sorry about that. I should have put this on a stand, but we work on it daily. And, our PR team's always busy doing stuff for us, and we like to spread the word. Because sex is for everybody, so we try to help the disabled customers that we have, and the older customers are becoming a big part of our group.
Oh, yeah.
Our customer base, just because not a whole lot of people help them, and so we're trying to do something about that. And same thing with the disability market. Nobody's really doing anything. They might have a section, and a lot of it they don't have a disabled person running their store, so they don't really know what they need.
Yeah.
And we've had more manufacturers contact us lately about what we think they could do to make some of their products better. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Well, that stuff is definitely now needed more than ever. After all this is over, well, when things approach whatever, however close you're going to get to, normal in the future, do you have any plans, any projects, anything you want to work on?
Yeah, we're planning on launching a CBD website once the credit card stuff gets taken care of. Because right now, I have so many friends that are in the business. A couple of them have actually had to pull out because the credit card companies are just too hard to deal with anything to do with CBD. And so, I've had friends that spent a lot of money getting everything set up. Some have opened stores, and because they couldn't take credit cards and everything, it just really killed their business. Because people don't like putting their bank account information on the websites and things like that. They'd rather use a credit card.
Yeah.
And so I know that's a big problem right now. And until they get it fixed at the federal level, the banks just aren't going to deal with this.
Yeah, we've made a lot of progress. We still got a long way to go, and it seems like things have kind of stalled right now, obviously because of the coronavirus. But hopefully, after that gets past a little bit, we can get back into, I do a lot of cannabis activism and write about it and do a lot of shows about it, and hopefully we can get moving forward with that again because a lot of people still are left out.
Oh, yeah. And there's a bunch of CBD lubes that have been coming out a lot lately. So that's kind of cool. Um, there's a new one called Go Love that just came out. And there's High on Love has all kinds of really cool stuff. We've been adding some of that stuff that a lot of the mainstream sites are selling. So maybe we'll get popped for it, but we'll just have to watch it and see. We
Um,
only have a couple on there just to see, just to try it out.
yeah. So where can people find you online? Obviously, DallasNovelty.com. What is your social media stuff?
Everything like Instagram, Twitter, um, Tumblr, all that stuff is just Dallas Novelty, one word. So it's pretty simple. We got them a long time ago, so nobody else got them. But we're starting to do more stuff on Instagram. We've been doing it a while, but we sort of slowed down on it while we were busy doing the orders because it's just our orders picked up probably 400% in the last month. So it's been really busy. And the biggest part with that was most of the warehouses and manufacturers were closed.
Mm,
So it was really tricky to try to find product for everybody to fill their orders.
yeah,
But we're going to do some contests and stuff here pretty soon.
I was going to ask you if you've had any like supply issues or anything, because I read a story a couple months ago before it really hit here that obviously a lot of stuff is manufactured in China with them closing the borders over there and stuff. That's going to affect supply here. Was there like a lot of stuff you couldn't get or had trouble getting?
Oh yeah, there's still supply issues going on right now. There's big containers just sitting in the ports, and um, customs isn't clearing the crates because they're from China.
Yeah,
They're having to scan them and do everything else just to make sure they're clean. And so there's millions of dollars of adult toys just sitting like in the port of Long Beach and out in New York City, New York and everywhere else in Miami, just waiting to get unloaded. So a lot of them are still sitting on boats or sitting on the dock, and they're just waiting in line. So like all the big like Pipe Dreams and all these other big companies, they sold out of a bunch of stuff, but they can't refill it. So,
crazy.
and then another problem they had was right before all the shelter in place things went down, all these companies got orders, pallets of stuff right before they closed. So all these pallets have been sitting there as well. So they're trying to get all that checked in. And most of the companies just started on Monday. And so they're trying to play catch up. I know some of the people had 15 to 20,000 orders sitting in queue waiting to get filled. And so, that's a lot of business. And that's just one. Every one of them that opened on Monday had at least that much orders sitting there.
That's crazy.
So it was a busy month.
Well, I'm sure it'll continue to be. Nick, DallasNovelty.com. Thanks for coming on here and taking the time to finally get on the show. It was awesome.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. We'll send you some toys, and we'll get back on there and talk to you about them.
Awesome. Will do anytime. Happy National Masturbation Month.
Thanks a lot, man. Y'all have a good time.
Have a good night, Nick.
All right, thanks.
There you go. All right. Well, that worked well. Look at me. Professional broadcaster on Instagram Live. As I said, it's different from the broadcasting software. The broadcasting software, you do the graphics and stuff like that, but for some people it just doesn't work. But that's fine because we have the fallback on Instagram Live, and I can download this, and I play this on the show, and I can add graphics to it. You have no idea. There's all kinds of broadcasting things going on here. Thanks again to Nick, DallasNovelty.com. Sex is for everybody. 15% off your entire order. As he said, demand's picking up. Supply is restricted. You know what that means. I mean, if you want to get your sex toys, then you got to pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger on that purchase. And go check it out. Thank you, Nick. Thanks, everybody who joined us. Laney, of course, thank you as well. We had a couple cool press releases and like some big adult publications. So, really we're spreading the word. Because people are stuck at home. Like, they're forced to watch. They're forced to watch what I got going on. It's cool though. And with Nick, and people like Nick, like he said, there's just so much still going on. A lot of, at least for me, it seems like a lot of the cannabis stuff is kind of like towards the back of my mind now, and I just keep telling myself, well, we'll pick it back up when all this is over or whatever, and get back into activism and pushing, because a lot of 2020 stuff isn't going to happen. There's still some ballot stuff that's going to happen later this year, but a lot of places that we thought would have cannabis issues on the ballot, they're not going to, for obvious reasons. With you can't collect signatures and such with social distancing and all that, obviously. So, a lot of that is delayed, but we keep moving forward on whatever front, whether it's CBD or hemp, marijuana laws, medical marijuana, whatever you want to call it. We can't forget there's a lot of people that are still criminalized for not infringing on the rights of anyone else. So along with all the silly shit we do, we'll talk about that as well. Thanks again, DallasNovelty.com. Go check them out. They said there's just tons of products. I mean, right now I'm looking at Shane Diesel, a realistic penis extension and girth enhancer. Does that mean you put it on and that's your dick? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you guys are stuck with your significant other, you go through the playbook pretty quick. You go through the playbook pretty fast, and well, you gotta branch out a little bit. You gotta add. You gotta extend. You gotta improvise. All that stuff. To the Kendra Lust life-size ass stroker with vagina masturbator. See, if I had a lot of money, I saw this website. They're going nuts right now. I'm getting all kinds of shit. But no, calm down. Thank you. DallasNovelty.com. If you got a lot of money, you want to go buy a bunch of sex toys, well, by all means. Like I said, if now, when? And you really don't. If you're in quarantine with your significant other, you don't want to run out of stuff to do, and then you're just stuck there. You're talking. And, no. So, thanks everybody. Stern Jesus Show, SternJesus.net. On the next live show, which will probably be like tomorrow night, I think. I'll play this interview. Other stuff we got going on, I think. Crap, hold on. I'll go see. I write it down for this very purpose. We have Profiles in Death with Don Shul. I'll talk more about the show we got going on OnlyFans, the porn review and stuff, and the topless interviews we got coming up. Carol Baskin, something funny happened to her. You know who that is. Don't pretend you don't know who Carol Baskin is. I'm going to explain it. And we'll play next interview as well. As I said, on various platforms, Periscope, Twitch, all that stuff. Thanks again, DallasNovelty.com. Thanks to all of you for watching and listening and all of that jazz. We'll see you in the next Stern Jesus Show live, the next time on Instagram, whatever. Peace, bitches.